Kakadosh Boker or Bekiim Halacha 4, day 10, page 26, Halacha Tet. Okay, we're talking about right now of somebody that cannot afford tzitzit utfilin, right? So which one comes first? You can't afford both of them. So tefillin have precedence. This is because there's no absolute obligation to fulfill the mitzvah tzitzit unless one chooses to wear a four-cornered garment, and everyone wants to wear tefillin every single day. So if someone fails to fulfill this mitzvah, he's included in the category of poshei yisrael begufam. So if someone has enough money to buy both, and he has more money with which he has the opportunity to buy a better talit or a better tefillin, it is certainly better to spend the money on the better, right, tefillin than the better talit. In fact, if someone has only enough money to buy a half of a set of tefillin, either a tefillin shel yad or shel rosh, it is better to buy that than to buy a talit. Okay? Because again, that means it's still better to buy, let's say, even the yad, and then later on he buys the shel rosh or whatever it is, than to buy the talit. That's a good question. It doesn't say yet. Let's see. Here in the footnote. Yeah, number 12. Yeah, most Sachronim agreed with this ruling, but the Knesset Gedolah ruled that the mitzvah tzitzit has precedence. If it's possible to borrow tefillin, so now what do? So the Rabbi wrote that if it's possible for the poor person to borrow a set of tefillin, it's better that he purchases a talit and then use borrowed tefillin. This is cited, right, as the halacha in the Od Yosef Chaim, the Kaf HaChaim. The Kaf HaChaim stipulated, however, that this is also only if the person is quite confident that the borrowed tefillin will be available every day, and he will never be forced to forego the fulfilling the mitzvah tefillin. If he is not sure that this will be the case, it is best that he purchases tefillin and not tzitzit. What about if you're forced to choose between the mitzvot? So, right, the Chavetz Chaim, right, in Machaneh Yisrael, he comes and he says, if someone needs to perform two mitzvot, but he's only capable of doing one of them, which one should you do? So he says you should always choose the more important mitzvah. So, for example, if you have to choose between tzitzit and tefillin, do tefillin. So then it has more kedusha. It's chovat haguf, right, on the human being. This ruling is also based upon the Chayei Adam. Well, he says over there, if someone does not have the time to fulfill both mitzvot of talit and tefillin, but he has the time to do it, he should do the mitzvah which is more important. In this case, the mitzvah tefillin is more important because it's chovat haguf. It's an obligation on the human being, on the body. He says this is the rule in all cases. The principle of ema v'nima mitzvot does not apply in this case. The principle applies only when someone plans to fulfill both mitzvot at the same time, right? Then he must perform the first mitzvah which comes to his hand. Based on this, the Chayei Adam ruled that if a soldier has a choice of taking a furlough on the day before Yom Kippur and fulfill the mitzvah tefillin, or on Kippur so that he can fast, he should perform his military duties on the first day, so he'll be free on Yom Kippur. Likewise, if he has the choice to put on tefillin today or to recite the Shema the following day, he should choose the latter mitzvah because it's more important. The principle of ema v'nima mitzvot does not apply. This we saw already, if you remember the machlokot and everything about doing two different mitzvot. So here he's saying do the more important mitzvah. Okay, what about responding to Kedusha or Tefillin? Shlomo Zalman Auerbach decided, based on the ruling of the Chayei Adam, that if someone is in the middle of putting on his Tefillin and he hears a nearby room that they're saying Kedusha, he must not leave the Tefillin to rush over to hear their Kedusha. If he would do that, he's ignoring the rule of Ema v'nima mitzvot. In fact, even if he has not yet touched the Tefillin, they're in front of him, and therefore while the Kedusha is somewhere else. According to the Mishnah Berurah, though, Ema v'nima even applies even in such a case. Nevertheless, according to the Chayei Adam, it should be permissible to go and respond to Kedusha, then to come back and put on the Tefillin. Since the mitzvah of Kedusha can be fulfilled only at this moment, and the mitzvah of Tefillin can be whenever a person wants. Okay? Number 10, Halachat Yod. If someone does not have enough money to buy a complete set of Tefillin, but he has enough money for either Tefillin shel yad or Rosh, he should buy the Rosh. Why? Rosh has more Kedusha. Remember, we're always talking about more Kedusha. The Tefillin shel Rosh has more Kedusha. Right, number 13 in the footnote. The Kaf HaChaim Sofer studied the Dvar Moshe, ruling that one should purchase the Tefillin Shel Rosh in this case. The Elmaleh ruled, right, that one should purchase the Tefillin Shel Yad. The Lechabra ruled according to the Dvar Moshe without explaining why. Footnotes of the Kedah Institute and the Elmaleh has explained the response to Shevet HaLevi, rejected the position of the Elmaleh regarding this issue. If someone, Halacha number 11, if someone has only enough money to purchase a set of Tefillin of Rashi or Rabbeinu Tam, Tefillin Rashi has precedence. The Poskim ruled the proper way to fulfill the mitzvah of Tefillin was with the Rashi, as explained in 34. If someone already has Tefillin Rashi and has enough money to purchase a Tallit or Tefillin of Rabbeinu Tam, the Tefillin of Rabbeinu Tam still have precedence over the Tallit.